Welcome to the space for transformational leaders to unleash their magic, see better client results, work lighter, and live source. Hi there, this is Darla. I'm just coming off a retreat I hosted on Zoom virtually over the weekend as a part of our program called Sourced Magic Business, and I wanted to share a piece of insight. It's all about working lighter. One of my favorite phrases right now is work lighter as a light worker. And if you are a transformational leader, you are someone who helps your clients shift their energy at the core to go from a default energy pattern of how you're showing up in the world to a sourced, a connected, a truth-based way of being in the world, then you're a light worker. Yay! We need to work lighter, guys. We really need to work lighter. So what do I mean by that? It can be really, really easy to get into the business of serving others and supporting others on their road to transformation, whether you're doing that as a coach or a consultant, a creative, a healer, a body worker, etc. It can be really easy to get on that road and begin to take on your clients' issues like the weight of the world. We can have tension in our neck and shoulders, shoulder and back injuries, all kinds of ways, even physically, that we see that we're taking on this weight. However, that's not actually how we're meant to serve. And I know at some level you know this, that in order to raise the consciousness on the planet, to help your clients actually take back their power, to own their sovereignty or their sourced energy in the world, that you actually need to not do that, right? Because that's a detriment to them if you're feeling like they need you in order to make this shift. So we've got to stop the madness when it comes to this, and we really do need to work lighter. One of the things I've been talking about so much lately, and was the premise of this retreat I just finished, is your sourced magic. So what is your sourced magic? Your sourced magic has to do with how your inner knowing works. So on a big picture, the way I think of it is it's how source or spirit, God, the universe, energy, truth, however you think about it, how that energy works through you such that you know how to lead, you know what's true for you, and you know how to help your clients see a new truth, right? That's how it works. It works in different ways for different people. Everybody's magic is different, but it's like the power of source is coming into your relationship with your client to support this transformation and to help you reveal the truth for your client, with your client, in partnership with your client, in a way that is not actually putting any weight on you because it's sourced. Are you leaning in? Is this interesting? So there are 6 different sourced magics. We have a quiz to help you see which magic is speaking to you at this time. Many of the clients we work with are actually multi-magical, but really understanding this helps in 2 ways. One, it helps you as a coach or a transformation worker to know when, where, and how to bring that truth to your client. The other way it really, really supports you is it can help you know how to design a business model that lets you work more in your magic, that lets you work lighter because the way you're showing up is so potent. If you've ever had an experience of just having the knowing that you are divinely supported, you know what it feels like in your body to have that sourced energy present, right? And it's so potent. So many people are serving in ways that aren't actually conducive to allowing that to come through. In other words, you might be taking good advice from the latest trends in marketing online, or you're feeling like I have to show up on social media every day and I have to say something, even if it's diluted. You might be offering a lot of different programs to a lot of different people because you're not wanting to, leave anybody out, but it's diluting your potency. And all of this is making businesses around the world. We had people from around the world on our retreat this weekend. It's making businesses heavier than they need to be. And then transformation workers are getting burned out. And we need us to be showing up, and we need us to be showing up lightly and joyfully and in our full power, and not overworking, not overthinking, right? And so we can really bring full presence to transformation. Look around, it's really, really needed. When you can design around your magic, you can do that. When you stop thinking you should be able to behave in some other way other than who you are and how Source wants to work through you, you can stop diluting, you can stop saying yes when you mean no, and doing those things that drain you. So I want to share something magical, which is I pulled a card. It is from a deck called the Starseed Oracle. I had pulled this for our retreat. It was the theme for the retreat this weekend. And I feel like it really speaks to what I'm saying here. It says, it's called the Cosmic Heart. And the words are devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. When you surrender to a state of devotion, and I'm gonna add comments here, devotion to operating in alignment with your sourced magic, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within, to the intelligence of your heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a little off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. You're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart, to live according to what makes you come alive, rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. So here's what I want you to know. When we live this way, with a devotion to showing up potently, to showing up for clients who are committed, to showing up speaking truth when appropriate, right? When the client is prepared to receive it, not watering yourself down. Like, you actually have to do so much less than you think you do when you're in the place of looking externally for all of the answers. Because I'm so incredibly passionate about this work, this understanding of how we work as a light worker, as a source leader of transformation, so that we can be great stewards of our magic, right? And bring it forth with potency. I've created a 5-day challenge. It's called the Work Lighter Challenge, and it is starting very soon. You can learn about it in the comments. The tagline for the Work Lighter Challenge is trust your magic and reclaim your freedom. Trust your magic and reclaim your freedom. In other words, stop working like a crazy person. Not that you are, but some people are. And show up in potency. Show up in knowing that why you're showing up matters. That you know why you're showing up, and you know who you're showing up for. And that, by the way, the knowing doesn't have to be a knowing here, like a strategic knowing. It's a soul knowing, right? It's not trying to control everything. I'm only showing up for this. I'm not showing up for this. But it's really a soul knowing of when you're at your most potent. And that's what we're going to be exploring in this challenge. You can find the link below this video, and I am excited to see you there. This is Darla Ledoux, founder of Sourced, author of Shift the Field, and I'll see you soon.